Here we go, getting into Sea of Fortune. We can see already that VII has maintained their 4 Worcester composition, dropping that Hindenburg back to a Worcester again for Sea of Fortune. Look at all that America, Zaf. That poor that poor German, poor Hindenburg.
Well, it's interesting to see. So on PSV side, we've got our double Montana again, double Worcester again, double Zau again, double Gearing again. It worked last game.
They were able to make this work very well for them last game. I'm going to be curious to see if it works again on this map. You see, of course, we're splitting up Worcesters. Double Worcester going each side, going for an AC split here with from 07. Montana and Hindenburg also going east as Just Danks Montana headed to the west.
Really?
And we got for only 3 ships going west here. Double Worcester and Montana. The other 5 headed out for the 8-9 flank.
Okay. Interestingly enough, PSV has opted for 4 ships out on the west, and then, of course, the remainder heading out east. So we've got Montana. There's War Eagle. Probably just got spotted shooting.
No, we have no eyes yet.
Oh, well, he was behind an island, so okay. We've got Sparrowed and Watatsuki in the gearing, and Game Wiz and the Zhao heading off on the flank there.
Bit of an air battle here early, trying to shove these torpedo bombers through the middle of the map to get spots.
Now, it's interesting, I want to point out, we just saw McNutted in the Worcester heading to that same spot that I thought we saw McNutted, or maybe that was Zim, get wrecked last weekend.
I don't remember who it was, but there was someone we watched into this exact position just get destroyed early. But that was because he got spotted by planes far earlier than he had anticipated. And
right.
That has not happened just yet.
Right. But even after he got all set up there, he was still getting shot from long range.
The cover of that island is not as good as you would wish. It's not tall enough. It's very, very easy to still lob shells over it. That position does allow him to, let's see, those are 4.8 kilometers. He should still be able to just barely inch radar into the sea cap if he needs it. But of course, now one of the gearings spotted on the 3 line, so they know where one of them is.
Yep. Now, Pony Magistrate and the Hindenburg's been spotted by PSV, so they know at least where he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
big
6.
fighter strafe coming in here.
Yep.
Nice midway fighter strafe coming in way over the edge of A. Lots of fighter action here. The midway looks like he's going to clean these fighters out early on. Hakuryu's 4th squadron is coming in, but I'm not sure it's going to be in time. I'm sure the midway sees it. He strafes out.
Yep.
He does manage to take out the other plane. Wow, we're looking at a midway who's going to beat up. He's going to have air superiority here early on Sea of Fortune.
That's crucial.
That's crucial. He drove off. He downed 2 full fighter squadrons and drove off the other 2. And it means that the other 2 surviving fighter squadrons way on the side of the map, as his AP bombs are searching north of C for an early target.
Yep. Gearing is an A, of course. Capping. That's probably going to be a free cap unless he gets himself spotted here.
Well, the fighters are moving up to try and spot him out. Let's see what happens. They're going to spot him momentarily. There he is. Watsuki on the extreme northern edge. He smokes. Fighters back off.
Here come the shots, though.
Shells coming in, and they bag a reset. Those are long.
These are not.
Those they do ding him just enough to reset some of his points. Lots of shells coming in.
Oh yeah.
They hit him again.
Yep.
How much damage is he taking?
Not too much. The important thing though is that they're getting the resets, and by getting the hits, they have a better idea of where he is.
Yeah, that's true. Continuing to shell the smoke, just fishing for him in there. The Worcester shells just falling all over.
And they're forcing Watsuki to head farther into the cap, into radar range.
It did. He went deeper into the cap to just make a larger smoke cloud, but they haven't. Oh, they did ding him again there with that one of those last salvos.
Yep, as he pulls forward again. This is what happens. Here comes the AP, BBAP. Nope.
I think eventually it's only a matter of time before they miss him enough that he bags the cap.
Oh, yeah.
They've certainly dinged him up a little bit and drug it out. Now, Potato 69, the lone gearing here for 07 is about to be into the bottom end of C. Well, he was headed that way. Well, he drew up dead stop right at the end of the cap. I think he's going to try and reverse in. Yeah, it looks like he was going to do.
Okay.
Make sure he leaves himself an out.
Looks like he smoked up your Hindenburg.
He did. He smoked up somebody. Hindenburg and Worcester way over here on the 9 line.
Okay. Well, Crater smoked up Drixus and the Worcester, and Wong Spammer and the Zhao.
They just don't have shots. There's nothing to see. Everything's in smoke or too far north. There's no eyes.
Death snail on death snail action.
Well, 5 minutes gone. Pretty slow game here early on. PSV grabbing A. 07 just now trying to step onto C and to pick it up shortly. See if they can manage it.
Here comes some torpedoes into that death snail. Have they been spotted?
Yeah, they have now.
Okay.
Can't tell if they're going to take anybody just yet. Zim is clear. Pony Magistrates Hindenburg moving up. He should be clear. He's got to put some left rudder on. There he goes. Torpedoes go nowhere. They've got radar on Potato. Somebody's got it. Or they got fighters on him?
He was spotted briefly by planes, I think. Here come the planes again to spot.
Ooh, he does take a full pin there from one of Sirius's shells.
Oh, yeah, I
Planes
see
coming
that.
back in.
Beautiful positioning, though. I mean, blocking most of the shot
I feel like
angles.
Potato feels like he's at a real disadvantage. I mean,
Yep.
he's the only destroyer, and he's not running survivability expert.
Yep, and now he's forced out of the cap.
They
Here
both-
comes
yep.
some more shots from
Yep.
from Serious Business. I'm sorry.
Those all fall short. Everything falling short now as they succeed in driving him off the cap. Now Jones has pulled back from the Worcester Montana pair that was all south of A. Jones looks like he's going to drive into B.
Yep.
Is he spotted? Have you seen him?
No.
Okay, so they don't know he's there yet.
So we've seen Zim. I thought you were talking about Zim coming into C for a second there. I apologize.
No, Zim has moved up
Yep.
close quarters to C, but Jones is literally about to drive right into the B cap in the extreme southern edge.
Okay, last time he was spotted was all the way down to that southern island. That,
Oh, they're about to get a
somewhat
rude
safe
awakening.
spot.
And I'm wondering if they'll push him through that gap and then send him on over to A.
Interestingly enough, the PSV gearing, Watsutsuki is coming into B from the north. He's
Is
about
he
to
really?
get spotted.
He's
Yes.
that may not. He's really not going to like what he finds there. Surely he can see now that they're capping.
Yes, and he's basically
He's bugging
jammed
out.
on the brakes.
He's bugging out. Yeah, he didn't want to be there. The last thing he wants to run into in there is a Worcester.
Yes.
Jones now at a complete stop in the B cap. I'm a little surprised by this. I would have expected him to continue pushing and try to push on through and then exit the cap and maybe have a shot at grabbing A.
All right, he's been spotted now.
He's reversing now.
Shots are coming in. Those are guess shots. This is by Serious Business.
Serious Business was fishing, came up with nothing, had no idea where he's going to bag the cap.
I'll tell you what, pretty close guess though.
It wasn't far off, but bold play by MF Jones here. Bags B virtually uncontested. Both teams ticking up points now at last. The gearing spotted. Jones opened fire. Jones is opening fire on him now. He smokes. There must be the radar. Yep, there's the radar.
Yep. You knew that was coming.
Yeah,
next.
I was wondering why he was smoking. It's like you know he's going to pop the radar.
Yep. So that's a waste of smoke there, unfortunately. As here comes some AP. Nope, not much.
They're going to succeed in pushing Watatsuki off as Jones
Yep.
is going to rotate out of the B cap towards A.
Yep. And that's what I was going to comment earlier when you said he's not pushing that deep into B. That gave him an out
Yeah.
to go right into A if
Yep.
he wanted to.
He's definitely got the out now. His radar expires. They put a little bit of chunk damage into Watatsuki, but not bad. Potato
No.
back onto C now as well. 07 working a pretty notable health advantage. I just realized that Dory has taken some damage. I wonder
Yes.
what hit him.
No clue. My guess is one of the battleships.
Oh,
Potato took a hit.
Yeah, they were fishing for Potato and did manage to ding him because he's in exactly the same spot he was in earlier. He didn't change things up. They guessed and did land a few shells. Jones now in the gap between B and C, making for the bottom end of A, as Greg's Worcester also moving into the bottom end of A. Nope, Jones turns out, but Greg will be in A shortly.
Makes sense. PSV is in a position to really not punish that push into A at this point.
Well-
Sparrow is ready to go, maybe.
PSV feels like they've maybe pulled too far back from all the various caps.
I think so. Yep.
They're gonna have to pick a pressure point and push somewhere. Oh, Watatsuki just took a massive hit. He got dropped on by the midway. He's gonna be able to dodge the other ones, but he took at least one more solid torp there. Getting one of those PSV destroyers off the board would be huge for 07.
Absolutely. As now PSV side is starting to ping over by A cap saying, guys, we can't let this guy get the A cap.
It's too
Here
late.
come more guest shots. Oh, it goes down.
Yep.
Dank takes him out.
Dank bags the gearing at long range. That flips the lead now. 07 owns all the caps and up a ship here on Sea of Fortune at the halfway mark of the match. Well, they have a health advantage. They own all the caps. Right now, everything's coming up 07 here. PSV really needs to, knuckle down and find a play they can make.
Raider is going into C-cap now, but we haven't seen that Wooster that's south.
Oh, he's still there. In fact, Potato has just laid some smoke on Zim.
Yep.
Now that smoke extends to Zim's stern, so they'll be able to radar him, but Zim is not going to be able to get shots into the cap. Can't do it. Not from that position.
Right, but Pony Magistrate's got angles from where he's at. Possibly even double in the Montana.
Well, McNutted might as well. There's the radar. Crater spotted out as McNutted does switch his fire. Do start to get shells onto Crater, who is, turns on his engines and has to leave the cap.
Yep, not having any of that.
This constant, steady stream of HE on serious business has just got to be making him crazy. He takes a decent chunk there from William the Dank's Montana. I almost said Wooster. Everybody seems to be in a Wooster. I wanted to say Wooster by default.
Well, you have a good chance of being right.
You have a 50-50 chance of being right, don't you? 07 now really putting it to PSV here on Sea of Fortune. They own all the caps, up 200 points.
Not looking good for PSV at this point.
Nope, really not looking good. Now they do make a push at A. They drive one of the Woosters, whichever Wooster it is. Is that Sparrowed over at A?
That is Sparrowed at A, yep.
Okay, he's now onto the cap, backed up at close range by War Eagles Montana, and I assume the Zhao is still with him somewhere over there on the 2 line.
I don't like his positioning, though. He's basically broadside to Dank. As soon as he gets detected, he can go down.
He's out of radar range. They're not going to be able to spot him without planes. Here come those planes. Fighters coming in. There he is spotted now.
Yep, and Dank is already ready.
I think William was holding his fire, waiting for that salvo.
Here it comes.
This could be a lot of pain for Sparrowed. Nope.
Nope.
Dispersion says no. He does ding him and drive him off the cap. That alone was worth the shells. 07 nears a 300-point lead here on Sea of Fortune with 7.5 minutes to play.
Darth Crater is now back into C-cap, knowing that they have to get this cap here. Business is going down. He's at 15k health.
They have no eyes on him anymore. Nope, he wouldn't disappear, but he's back now.
Yep, he's healing back up again.
Now where Crater was spotted earlier, there's 2 different waves of torpedoes headed that direction. Is Crater in a different spot in the cap circle?
Kind of.
Okay. I don't know. You tell me. I mean, he was spotted on the northeastern edge earlier.
Yeah, the first spread is going through no dice. If there's another rack coming...
There is another rack coming.
Oh, Crater...
Nope, Crater.
He's all right. He's okay.
He's okay. He's okay. He's good.
He pulled forward for a second, and
but
then
he's
saw
radar
those
now.
torps.
Jones has him on radar as McNutted opens up. They're going to drive him off the cap again, I think.
Yep.
At a minimum, they're going to reset him.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the glory that is the Wooster.
With 4 Woosters, they're going to be hard pressed to cap these points with all these Woosters in these various positions.
Crater just got chunked by, I think, the Montana.
Probably doubles Montana. That's the best. That's the most likely candidate. '07 just continues to look very strong here. I think they've realized they can give up A.
Yes.
B-Ball is pulling back. Dank is pulling back. They're just going to let them have A. Yep, they're going to give up trying to reset them and just try to maintain this health. Dank's under 30,000. They've got to rotate him south and get him in and wait for one of his heals to come back up, I think. He is healing now.
The thing is,
he's healing and burning.
If you're the PSV side, you have to be thinking, what next, right?
Right.
And what next needs to be, I have to get into B.
Right. You've extended the game, but there's still only 2.5 minutes on the timer. So, again, now what? What's next?
But here's the problem. I don't know if you can see it on the mini-map, but Jack Sparrow is pointing away from B.
Yeah.
War Eagle is pointing away from B.
Yep.
And finally now, GameWiz is pointing towards B, but he's all the way in the 2 line.
Yeah, the only person who really has a shot at B, in my opinion, is the other Wooster.
Sparrow.
Oh, Wong Spammer goes down. He was way over on the 10 line, really pushing things. They do finally bag him. They focused him down. 07 on a two-ship lead plus a cap. 90 seconds to play here on a Sea of Fortune unless something changes. Williams going to take a torpedo strike here.
Yeah, only 2 though. Maybe 1.
Maybe not even that. No, he's going to take 1 on the belt.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, really. That could have been a lot worse. 07 looks really strong to take Game 3 here in the finals.
Yeah. If PSV wants a shot here, they have to kill a ship in less than 1 minute.
They're going to be struck. Potato is the closest thing. Only 5,000 HP on Potato, but they got no eyes on him.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 or 3 Woosters at close range. They won't get eyes on him without radar.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, he's not going to go anywhere near spotted.
There's no
distance.
reason to risk his ship at this point. That's why they've pulled Greg and William back from the A cap. There's no need. Freighter now spotted in between B and C. That's a really bad spot. A lot of fire can fall on him in there. Jones's Wooster now delivering that fire. Freighter goes down here. That will end the game. I think that's going to be it. There he goes.
Yep.
07 Bags game 3 here on Sea of Fortune as they move within a victory of becoming the two-time champion here on North America.
One more game left if you're 07. 2 left if you're PSV.
PSV with their backs against the wall. It's win or go home now for them. Well, they won't be going home. They're still playing tomorrow, but
yeah,
it's win or your tournament is over for this particular day.
Now, don't write them off yet. We've seen teams.
No.
We've done it ourselves.
Yes. Teams have
gone at a deficit.
Teams have come back from a deficit many times. It is not as uncommon as you might think.